And welcome to Eurosport's coverage of the IRB Nations Cup in Bucharest, Romania, the second edition of the tournament. Here in the final day, 3 teams have a chance of winning the competition outright. We're going to concentrate on Italy A, who, if they beat Georgia with a bonus point, could go top of the table ahead of emerging South Africa and Romania. The likelihood is they're going to be second to one of those two who'll meet later on. Georgia, meanwhile, a win here for them means that they'll top the table, however briefly. So, an interesting, intriguing match with the added flavour that last year Georgia won in this competition, 22 points to 20. Here's the Italian lineup. Bit of a shuffle for them after the 2019 defeat by emerging South Africa. Notably, Paolo Busso, 25 points so far in the tournament, moves to fullback. And the new outside half is David Duca, a 21-year-old from Treviso. A couple of familiar names there, including Barbieri and Orlando. For Georgia, 2 changes to their starting lineup. They beat Uruguay last time out. At fullback, Otar Bakalaya is back for his 30th cap, and Lasha Kamaladze is in at centre, only 20 years old. He makes his first start. On the bench, not a lot of experience there, most of them aged between 18 for Kulishvili and 24 for Melikidze. A referee is Pro Ligote from South Africa, and he's got a Romanian touch judge in Horacio Borgenas and a Uruguayan in Gustavo Gabassi, who you might have seen reffing one of the matches earlier in the tournament. Immediately underneath that is Vosavai, recognise him from the World Cup, Fijian born, 5 Italian caps now, but having to serve his time. And effectively the second team, good charge down, and they're straight in for the try. And Gasviani, Johnny, go indeed. It's Gasviani, the man who plays his rugby for Bobigny in France. And he scored his second try of the tournament. David Gasviani. There's the charge down. Excellent work by Gundushvili, also playing in France with Perega. Lucky bounce for Gasviani, but he did make the most of it. And amazingly, Georgia ahead after less than a minute. Taking the kicks, the stand half, Lasha Malagoradze, 10 points in the tournament so far. Looks good, doesn't finish quite as good as it started. So it remains 5 points to 0 and about a minute gone. Great start by Georgia. There we go. It's Duca, the scrum half, who's, the standoff, who's in for his first appearance here. He's going to be taking all the kicks, and he's the man that they're looking to eventually to try and fill this difficult spot which they've got to fill, Italy. They've got Luke McLean playing at standoff tomorrow against South Africa in Cape Town. But they're having real problems to try and find a decent half-back pairing, which is amazing considering that they had such good characters knocking around when they couldn't find any forwards. Now they've got the forwards, but they can't find the backs, particularly the half-backs. So Italy trying to get things moving. Ball into touch down this side of the field. Good tackle coming in. Combination there of Chikikvadze, who is the winger, and Malagoradze, who is the standoff. Five is the oldest man on the field, actually, Uchava, Kakabaru Uchava, 31, playing his rugby now for Faro Constanța in Romania. Referee trying to get this line out right. Natriashvili throws it in, immediately loses it. So Italy coming back. Ferraro is the man with the ball. Picked up by Toniolati from Capitolina in Rome. He's the scrum half. Shkabi with the kick into the 22, held there by Chikikvadze. Not finding touch. Sartoretto, kick coming again. Not exactly the most effective tactic. The stadium, the Stadionol Arc de Triomphe, built, or rather finished in 2007, having been built with IRB support by Georgi Barzaru, ex-Georgian international. Ball comes back Georgian side. No, it's gone forward, says referee. Quite right too. So Georgia were buoyed up by that start. Gasviani with the try. Good work by the Georgian scrum, the Leilos, as they're called. Georgian for try. The front row's got one already. Coached by Tim Lane, the former Australian and South African head coach. So to spell it, Clermont-Ferrand, start of this decade. Alex Tadua is the centre who made the ground there. Gundishvili, the flanker. Georgia picking it up, making a bit of ground. Ichava was the man who made it. Kick eventually from Malagoradze. Referee calls the offside against Georgia. That's Duka with a decent kick. David Duka. Settled his nerves a bit after that mistake in the very early moments of this match. Carnival atmosphere, as always is for this tournament. Very warm, up in the 80s. Prop is Luigi Ferraro.
Just come with the legs, anybody that puts down.
Italy showing they've got a bit of power in there of their own. No surprise when you see the giant Vosavai in there doing the ball carrying now. Chance for Georgia to get in, tackle him, get him down. Again, they just spin it away, but a bad pass. And not much that Shkarbi and Busso could do about it. Georgia on the counter. Found by Samkaradze. Tell how hard the ground is just from the scampering feet. Samkaradze again. Made his debut for Georgia in the Nations Cup last year. Actually seems to have bulked up a bit since then. Italy not having a good time of it. Back it comes. Chikavadze. 3 of them to put him in. Tony Latti is the man who's gotten to his knees, so he needs a bit of attention. We're also going to see Cavalieri come on. For one of the characters who played at Rugby World Cup 07 for Italy, Valerio Banabo, hasn't gone with the senior side to South Africa and Argentina. Talking of South Africa. Take by Pavanello. Took them a while to get moving when there was nobody really stopping them there. Tony Olati on his feet again. Duca. Rearguard action then for Italy. Early try for Georgia. If Italy got any hopes at all of finishing top of the table here, they've now got to score 4 tries and win the game. Natriashvili lost the first throw. Second one's okay for Georgia.
Hands up, you!
Backs obviously profiting from Tim Lane's coaching, I think. Natriashvili losing it forwards, but Italy offside. Referee gives them a penalty to Georgia. There's no breeze or anything like that, which is going to affect the kick. So Malagoradzha picks up the kicking tee and decides he's going to have a go from halfway. He's got a good kick on him, this lad. Christian name's Lasha. On he goes. But it stays wide. So still in the early stage of this match, and it's welcome back to the Stadion Arcul de Triomphe, Bucharest. Georgia leading by 5 points to none. That very early try from David Gasviani, the prop. Italy, a restart after the missed penalty. So far, Malagoradzha has missed a conversion and a penalty. Penalty very, very long distance, though. This is Busso. Coming up from fullback, Pavanello. Stocking him up outside, Ferraro. Showing a willingness to run with it. He gets there again. Excellent, but just a little wayward. That left Sartoretto with too much to do, and he knew what was coming. So we've got about 12 minutes gone. Italy trying to say that who was holding on and who hadn't released. I think that Ferraro there was saying that Georgia were not releasing the man in the tackle. The referee insisted that it was Sartoretto who wasn't releasing the ball after being tackled. Also requiring an explanation is Besso Udiciani, the number 8 for Georgia. He played in the World Cup as well. Made his debut for Georgia way back, 2001. So Malagoradzha with this to put them 8 points to 0 up. There was an incredible amount of beer sold on the finals day. Well, throughout the tournament last year, sponsored by a beer company. Here comes Malagoradzha. That's better, curls his foot round it, keeps it going straight, and 3 more points for Georgia. That pushes them up to 8-0. 13 minutes gone. Not looking good for Italy. world ranked 11 opposed to Georgia's world rank of 14, but plenty of time to go. So the ultimate prize as far as Italy concerned, a win with a bonus point. It's not looking very likely. But Natriashvili tries to escape with it for Georgia. Here's Galante for Italy. Hauled down, picked up by Toniolati. Bosawai gets there. Toniolati again. Through Duca. Taken into the 22 by Damaki. Scrum half doing a good job. Galante's there in support. So Italy being driven downfield. There's Bosavai not in the thick of things, but in the loose this time. Toniolati again. Had a couple of men outside. Might have been able to sneak their way through. They instead take it into contact once more. So Italy battering away at the Georgian line. Creeping it forwards. Goes again. Good tackle coming in from Natriashvili. Good block. Italy finding it very difficult to really push their way through. Relying now on Katina from Calvisano. Out it comes once more. Duca inside for Scarbi. Scrum half's got to find it again. And no, not going to get this time. Good defence by Georgia. Kept them out. And Italy repelled. Malagarutta needing a bit of ice on his back of his neck. Which not only will make sure that the injury clears up, it must also be pretty pleasant in this heat. Meantime, they give it to Barkalaya. Now playing his rugby for Andorra. Playing the lower French leagues. So the crowd pretty happy with the way things are going. 8 points to 0. Georgia lead. Italy getting a bit frustrated. That last drive took them right up, but inside of the line, Georgia just wouldn't give way, and in the end were penalised for holding on. So Georgia want to win their own throw, and they do. Nemsadze is the lock who was high up there. Georgia content just to walk it forwards. Got to stay bound though, and they do. That's pretty effective. Russell White pulls it down. Referee says it was legal. He got hold of the ball carrier. Gonna get done for putting their hands in, but when they shouldn't have done. A lot going. Italy A's away at the moment. Sankaradze. You might have seen him last year in this tournament. When he weighed about 80 kilos, he looks as though he's got a bit more on him than that now. Goal brilliantly done by Italy. Now, can they break out quickly? They can. Here's Mosavai and Duca. Duca brought down by his opposite number, Malagrazza. Italy got a promising attack going, then it becomes bogged down again. Thrown out by Scarbi. In goes Ferraro. Out on the wing is Sepe. Toniolati. Wants the big man to have a a go, see if they can punch a hole in the Georgian defence. Not very effective so far. Bosawai. Toniolati. Duca. Not a very good pass for him to work with. Opts to go back into the traffic. Toniolati, the half-backs combining. Toniolati flat on the ground there. Picked out by Pavanello. Walker in over the top. Now they've got a problem here. Somebody's taken a bang. And it's Kositashvili. Tight head drop for Georgia. He's got a nasty bang. Somewhere in there. That's where he felt it. The referee spotted it straight away, saw him holding his forehead. Good reffing by Pro Ligoti. So not a very nice injury for him, but chance of a breather for everybody else. Remains 8 points to 0. There's the damage. He wasn't very pretty to start with. So Duca has the chance to get Italy A on the board. More attention for Kositashvili. Duca lands that one. 8 points to 3, Georgia lead, and about 20 minutes gone. Georgia leading by 8 points to 3, going into the second quarter. Some encouragement there for Italy A, who struggled to make any sort of effect on the Georgian defence. That blood injury still oozing out of the eyebrow of Kositashvili, causing him a bit of a problem. At the moment, no replacement, oddly enough. No doubt they'll bring one on if Kositashvili is not fit to take his place in the scrum. Now we've got another problem. Or rather more of the same. Italy, the top scorers in this tournament this year, both in points and in tries. But they haven't looked at all as though they're really going to threaten Georgia here. The Georgian defence has been extremely good. It's the improvement that Tim Lane has made to them, although they were pretty good too during the World Cup. If you remember, they were only beaten by Ireland by 14 points to 10. Put up reasonable shows as well against France and Argentina, and then won that last game in their tournament, in their World Cup tournament against Namibia, 30 points to 0. That was the first game they'd ever won in the World Cup finals. A vastly different team though. This is more of a Georgia A team. There's only 3 players who played in this 22 on the field, or might be on the field today, who played at Rugby World Cup 07. So the referee wants Georgia in there. Georgia are waiting to see what's happened with Kositashvili, and we have got the replacement on with Milikidze. So Milikidze, another man playing his rugby in France with Cahors. Kositashvili, a bit of a scruffy line out, ends up on the Italian side. Bosawai, who seems to do All the significant ball carrying from the base. Kick by the scrum half, Tony Olati. Doesn't get it very far. And Natriashvili can have another go. Pietro Santi has got another man to test his strength against. Georgia. Their sort of default is immediately just to bind the pack together and try and drive on. And why not? It's a brilliantly powerful pack. Still they're going, that's excellent work. Italy can't get to the ball carry, now they can. Comes out, pops out nicely from Malagradze. Kamaladze wants a bit of it. Italy pushing rather than tackling. Georgia just not capable of finding a bit of space here. Sabkaradze. Taken on again by Gundashvili. Maisaradze is looking for it. Drop goal attempt, not a very good one from Malagradze. So Busso brings it out. I wonder whether Italy are thinking about swapping them Dukar and Busso back again. Give Busso the chance to operate at scrum half, but stand off rather than at fullback. Here's the ball popping out when least expected. This is Busso from Calvisano. So, 8 points to 3, Georgia lead. A few replacements just warming up for both sides. Been a grueling forwards battle so far in this heat. Lasha Malagradze, decent kick, Italy trying to return it. Busso back on the Georgian side, comfortably dealt with in the end. Shkinin Dukar again, but Chikavadze just didn't have to move for it. Now touch is found. Italy short of ideas really. First protocol is to kick, and they've obviously got some talent among the backs. Seen that Galante and Scarbi and Sepe can play. Busso certainly can. Captain hooker. They've lost that as well. Erdicini. Advantage for Italy. Ball lost forwards. Pass came in. Referee playing advantage now with Benabo trying to escape his Vostovai. Italian forwards realising that they've got to make the ground because the backs are doing nothing from within their own half. Tony Olati gains about 20. Georgian throw that side. Georgia doing well. They're not exactly blessed with rugby pitches. There are only about a dozen in Georgia. Small population, around about 4 million, about 3,000 players in all. They're doing well to hold their own on the world stage. into the world's top 15. With most of the top players playing abroad now, feel that they can only get better. Sankaradze, Malagradze. It's a good kick. Whatever pressure there was on Georgia there, certainly been relieved. Santoretto must be wondering, well, he had a good look there just to make sure they were playing with the ball in this match, because he hasn't seen much of it before. Ferraro, the hooker, played in this tournament last year. Now we'll see. I thought for a moment he was going to release the backs. No, it's another kick. And that's well taken by Shikinen. Sankaradze trying to escape from Bosavai, and Bosavai doing a good job of pursuing the scrum half. Alex Todua is the centre, waiting just in case there was any threat from Italy. There wasn't. Now let's see what they can do. Duka again with the kick. Short of the 22. Here goes Chikikvadze. Kamaladze. And Sepe on the far side decides not to go for it. So Italian throw again, far side of the field. But not a terribly convincing performance by Italy A at all. Nick Mallet will have other things on his mind down in South Africa, but this is his backup crew. He's really got to look for a bit more class somewhere. Stolen by Pavanello, because it was just drifting towards Georgia. He got his hands around it nicely. Ferraro encouraging his pack. He needs more effort from them. Duka. He's only 21, but the bonnet makes him age a bit. Put your own catch line on that one. Scrappy stuff. Georgia, though, hold on to it. Quick look round, sees where Malagradze is. Toniolati, he's after it. Busso comes from behind. Pair of them collide. Georgia break away. Brilliant. So away goes Nemsadze. Support comes from Malagradze. In goes Udisiani. Just when Sankaradze thought that he was going to dig it out, whistle goes. They got a penalty. I think the scrum half would have preferred the ref just to let play go on a little bit longer. The Americans are flattened, not released. Was this Toniolati? No, it was Toniolati who made the kick. Busso came up on his shoulder They made the mistake. Georgia snapped up the loose ball, made ground forwards, and not releasing the player after you've tackled him results in this penalty for Mela Guradze. Just, well, thought he might have nailed it, but he hasn't. He's just gone wide of the post. Good effort. That would have given Georgia a healthy lead going into half-time. In fact, if he'd landed all his kicks, they'd be storming away with it. As it is, have to settle for 8-3 instead of 16-3. Mulligan is insisting that he was balked on the way through. Duca puts it onto his left foot from inside his 22. Doesn't find touch, so that means that Jokinen can come running back at them. The referee whistles up because Georgia came in over the top. Jokinen now playing for Huligana, having had a spell in France with Bois. Played at Rugby World Cup and indeed scored the try against Ireland, which gave the Irish such a fright. This is Irakli Chikvadze, 20 years old, winning his 8th cap. Ferraro on the far side for Italy. Taken by Benabo, back on the field again after receiving a bit of attention. Duca. 14, Sepe. Toniolati trapped in there. Captain has to do the scrum half job. Not quick enough. Good work by Maisaradze. Busso. Good flat pass for Galante. Toniolati. Busso again. I think he's taking it on his own shoulders to try and spark some life into Italy. Pietrosanti. There's a tight head prop going into it. There's Vosavai. Brute force. Toniolati. Play on, says the referee. So again, here's Duca, not having the best of games, is he? There's Natrashvili to get in. Pavanello for Ferraro. Drop ball, Galante. With Galante retaining his place after that narrow defeat by the emerging Springboks, they call him, emerging South Africa. It was only 20 points to 19. That gave Italy a great deal of encouragement. But this display, I'm afraid, is setting them right back again. Couple of players out there trying to inject some sort of urgency into the Italy A game, notably Toniolati and Busso. The execution of the moves, technicalities, just letting them down. Doesn't help, of course, when you've got that huge presence of the Georgian pack facing you. Toniolati feeds, off the back goes Udasiani. So Guradze. Mela Guradze this time decides he will put it into touch. Udisiani, who's the Georgian captain. One of the veterans of the side. It's basically an experimental side for Georgia. Todua and Kumaladze, two centres, are both 20. So Ferraro for Bernabeu. Brought down, Katina. Not forward, says the ref. And a bit scrappy. Georgia won't mind that. They're leading 8 points to 3. Wouldn't mind another score before half-time if they can get it. Italy, obviously, want to be near enough on level terms, or better, when the whistle goes for the break. Sam Karadza peels off. Lets his captain do the work. Kumaladze. Gungishvili was the man who turned into the tackle. Georgia all standing a little bit flat there. Kick was inevitable. You get it down into the corner. It's a lovely kick. If it goes, it does. Sam Karadza. Great opportunity now for Georgia. Coming towards the end of the half. Gasviani, the try scorer, needs a bit of attention, but he's tough enough and big enough, around about 120 k's, so not going to trouble him too much, I don't think. So shorten the line out, put a bit of pressure if they can on Italy. It's up to them to defend. It's got to be a good throw. Not bad. In fact, too scrappy in the end for the referee. Of course it was. And scrum down, and Georgia will love this. Paul Derbyshire was the man who was up there to take throw initially, and then it lost it forwards off Bernabeu. Now Georgia, what a chance. Could have a double-figure lead at the end of the half. Bonus that would be. Fed in. Round it goes. Italy trying to disrupt it. They can't get to the ball. Now they go over, bundled over. Where's the ball? Not down yet, says the referee. Yes, it is. Well, I think it's Guidashvili who's getting the congratulations after that. Didn't happen with that breakaway group, led by Udisiani. He's gone, and the ball's somewhere behind. There and over there on the line. Vosovai lands on top of it just to make sure. So Gundishvili from Perigueux, 13-3, add on the extras, and it's 15-3 as we go in for half-time. So Georgia with a deserved lead of 12 points. Excellent work by them. Scored a try in the opening moments, and then with the last move of the half, scored another one. There's the score. Georgia 15, Italy A 3 at half-time. $15 points to 3. Georgia lead. Deserved lead too. 2 tries. That bookends at the end of the first half. And Italy just beginning to show signs of lack of inspiration, running out of steam, lack of invention. And Georgia realising that they've probably got this in the bag. Next few minutes, vital, though. They don't want to let Italy back into the game, give them a chance. Pushing for the win. I don't think they're going to get the bonus point, which would mean that they've virtually secure second place. But on the other hand, the question now is that Georgia really could, with a couple of tries in this half, win the match, get the bonus point, and they could finish second themselves. Not what was envisaged at the start of the final day. So Italy take a bit of a leaf out of the Georgian book. Pressed it forward into the 22, and they've got the advantage now. Travagli is the replacement scrum half. Sepe hits the deck. The referee's going to come back to the original one, I think. Takes time off and wants a word with somebody. Fascinating. The intricacies of rugby and the laws.
Red, go back, please.
Melikidze gets to his feet. Kusitashvili has finally departed for the dressing room. It was a nasty blow over his eye that he suffered in the first half. Now, kicking duties handed on from Duca to Busso. Busso started the day, 25 points, needing 10 to go into the lead in the tournament. Top scorer so far is Matthias Saracino of Uruguay. So this could help him on his way. Eminently kickable. Paolo Busso from Calvisano, champions of Italy this year. Oh, unlucky. Now then, somebody's got to tidy this up quickly for Georgia, otherwise they're going to be in trouble. Italy can't get their hands on it either. Scarbi goes down, tackled there by Barcalaya as he comes in, the fullback. Travagli. That's way overcooked. So Italy, having put themselves in a promising position, failed to pick up the 3 points and then properly boot the ball directly into touch and give Georgia a chance to set things up again. Vosavai, Manoa Vosavai from Fiji, now Italian qualified, obviously. Free kick. Gap was closed when the referee specifically told them not to. Also, I am to do the tackling because the first from Pavanello just didn't stick. Not a lot of room to work in for Malagradza. But excellent from Kumaladze, the centre, 20 years old. Oh. Georgia undo all their good work. More explanations needed for the captain Ferraro. Busso now doing the kicking and playing outside half with Duca having departed. Varani is on, he's number 21 for Italy. Spot him. Ferraro. 16, Sabagani. Italy just got to channel it straight. Georgia got to put some more men in. So Italy decide that they're going to move it, and it's gone forwards, and that's another attack, which has promised something from Italy, but has come to nothing again. Still 15-3, Georgia lead, as it was at half-time. Not happy with the way that Georgia came. Oh no, he wasn't. I thought he was unhappy with the not coming in straight, but no, it was not putting it in straight. Then Sadza, good work by him. On from Busso for Galante. Galante tries to take a couple of men with him, loses it, and Malagradza takes it on. And it all ends pretty good-naturedly. So we're going to have another scrum. Another Georgia put in. (17) this side is Milikidze. Picked up by Udisiani. Good clearance. Malagradza, not a lot of room to play with, not a lot of time, but he gets it up and into touch. Busso has made a difference since he came on playing standoff, but he's kicking here. Kick clanging against the post. Nobody really wanted to pick it up. Georgia played it dangerously for a while. As it is, Italy couldn't capitalise. Remains 15 points to 3. All-star scoreboard at the back. Very keen on keeping them a part of the line-out. Ferraro's throw, safely gathered in. Georgia not committing too many in there. Got good defence lined up, and in the end, it works for Georgia.
There was no protection from your players. Nobody there. No support.
Well, Ferraro's been disputing that with the referee throughout the game, and he hasn't made any headway. Now perhaps we're not going to see the grandstand finish that we expected from Italy to this tournament, in the hope that they would get up there to second place at least, give themselves a chance of snatching first as well. Not giving up hope yet on Georgia getting there. They can't win it. Somebody's obviously got to win between the emerging Springboks and Romania. But they could be second.
Crouch, touch.
Bore you with the mathematics, but it depends on bonus points and things. So right at the back there, Udisiani. Malagradza seems to be playing the game all on his own. Shkabi. Another take by the captain, Udiciani. That's the first decent run that he's had. Strong man, very determined runner. Chase on now, and once again, that's one of those Sam Karadza kicks which inevitably seems to bounce and then bump its way towards the touchline. Didn't get so far this time. But he's a very effective kicker. Uchava, Kakaba Uchava, oldest man on the field, needing a bit of attention. Blow to the side of the head. Water boys on the field. It's one of those games where you don't see the pace quickening up towards the end. It's going to be inevitable. Ooh, headache. One way or another in the morning. Lebanese for Italy is Andrea Sotoretto, and we've seen precious little of him through this game. Hardly a ball fed out the wing. So already go, water boys off, bonnets back on. Natriashvili has the ball in his hand. Referee instructs the two teams on the line out once again. Groundhog Day. And throw barely straight, but good enough. Nimsadze, Maisaradze, Natriashvili. Scrum half, Sam Karadza. Oh, neat skills from the hooker. 14 with a bit of scurrying to do is Mikael Sepe.
Just
20. Pietro Travagli, replacement scrum half for Italy, come on for Tonio Latti. He played as well as he was allowed, and certainly through the first half. He was trying desperately to inject some pace and invention into Italy. Didn't seem to be able to do it. Travagli's found floundering as well. So another go, says the ref. Only this time with the Italians throwing it in. Cavalieri taking it high. Now then. Ball at the back with Ferraro. Georgia can't get to him there. Kick comes in from Travagli. Good take by Chikavadze. Got Varani underneath him as well. There's Varani. So he took a bit of a knock as he came underneath Chikavadze. Came in high to take it. Time off. Varani was waiting for it. Chikavadze got up above him.
continuare 3-15. Uitați că după acest meci avem marea finală.
Ferraro, the referee once again deep in conversation. Varane is the man who's receiving the attention after the collision, I think with Chikavadze's knee as he came through. He was way up above Varane.
The same guideline.
So this a lengthy hold-up, just delaying the victory celebrations as far as Georgia are concerned. They look very, very confident. Italy, on the other hand, well, look like a beaten side ready to go home. As it is, 15 points to 3, Georgia lead. Still waiting for this injury to Varane, Diego Varane, to be sorted out. Taken a long, long time, and to be honest, don't think he is going to continue, or at least if he does, I think he might be a very silly man indeed. And medics around him, and it's taken such a long time to actually get him up to this stage. It suggests he's better off being taken off. This is what happened. It wasn't the knee that got him, but it was Chikavadze, who was way up above him. Varane didn't get off the ground. Now I think Varane is going to be taken off. Stretcher arrives. So Varane departs, wearing 23 is Andrea Barbieri. So applause for Varane, who's only been on about less than 10 minutes himself.
Yellow card.
L'echipa Italia ha rientrato Michele Sepe.
So in the meantime, we've also got a yellow card as well, because Cavalieri has gone off. Yellow carded, so he'll be in the bin for 10 minutes. Penalty awarded for Melagradze. And Varane, nasty blow on the nose. And the head generally, just being knocked about. He tried to make that get underneath the high ball that Chikavadze just beat him to. So Melagradze this to push it up to 18-3. 63 minutes gone into the final quarter of the game. Slots it neatly. Melagradze adds the 3 points. Georgia now leading by 18 points to 3 with about 17 minutes to go in this second half. Busso, left foot. Georgia lose it forward, snapped up by Ferraro. Italy, tough task for them. At last, Soteretto gets hold of the ball. Didn't take it very far. Vosavai, ball carrying by him before he runs into Gundishvili. Four for Italy, Pavanello. Georgia love tackling, love scrummaging. Just the sort of game that they'll really enjoy in this last quarter of an hour or so. Really frighten the wits out of Italy if they possibly can. Italy need to step up the pace, try and get through Georgia, the Georgian defence, by running it, rather than just trying to force their way through holes which ain't there. Cavalieri Man who's in the bin. Busso with the kick. Romania are on the back there practicing because they're on this field next. Italy got within sight of the line, they just need to finish it off. They haven't done it so far during this game. Good clean take, quick shift of the ball. Let's see what a bit of speed injected into an Italian attack might do. Taken by Bernabo. Here's Vosovai. Speed and power. Most promising for Italy, Busso. Here comes Spagliali. Travagli again. Barbieri. Georgia scrapping for it. Ball into touch. Ball must have gone forwards at some stage or other. The referee's content with her. I thought he was going to be content with the line out. No. Georgian ball. Ferrara again, can't believe it. Expressions on that man's face. Sam Karadza still on for Georgia. Viktor Kolishvili is the man who's wearing 19 in the pack. And you see him with the Colin Jarvis hairdo, and that's the captain, Udisiani again. Got Viktor Kolishvili in support. Meligradze giving good service for the most part. Sgarbi kicks into the 22. There's a mark called.
Push. Line.
So the Georgian front row had gone scarpering off upfield. Now got to come back. Rattles into the fencing on the top. Barkalaya with a decent kick. And Italy have made progress down there. Got into the 22, first time for a while. Now find themselves sent all the way back. Ferraro wants attention, or the referee, or draw the attention of the referee to his man. Referee says play on, we don't need him in the line out. Pavanetto with the take. Barbieri's in there, not quite sure what he's doing. Italy snatch it. There goes Petrosanti, taken on by Vosovai. Barbieri again. He's better at doing that. Roll away up the tackle.
This had stopped. He's starting his back again. That's the last one.
Udisiani got to go back and tell his man. Final warning. Next one up is a yellow. The next one diving in, preventing release is a yellow. Italy peculiarly ineffective from this sort of range. Kolishvili. It's either Jarvis or Maka, take your pick. '17 arriving, it's Lorenzo Giovancelli. 22 years old yesterday. So he's got a chance in the last 10-12 minutes or so. Straight into the action. Birthday boy. Georgia do a good job of getting rid of a couple of them, but the bulk of the Italian pack are still there. Pavanello, nowhere to go. Italy somehow keep it above ground. Now they need Travagli to start moving it. Kosovaj. Well, he's heading for a gap that was always closing in front of him. Travagli this time, and ball drop, forehanding Busso. Referee's whistle goes. He's going to bring them back. Not, I think, for the knock on there, but for something that happened a little earlier. Yellow card. He said he'd give a yellow card. And that's Melikidze. So off he goes. He's got 10 minutes and may not be back by the end of the game. That's 71, 72 minutes gone. A couple of converted tries, of course. 18-3. A couple of converted tries for Italy. And we'd be in for a grandstand finale. Melikidze could be watching it from the sidelines. The trouble is that you don't get the impression that Italy have actually got the force to be able to get 2 converted tries in these last few minutes. Or even 1. Let's see how they do from this line out. Cavalieri trying to battle on. Captain's in there, Ferraro. Georgia doing this disruption job very well indeed. Just scavenging round like a whole fleet of piranhas. Italy just keep trying to bludgeon their way through. Cavalieri again. Relishing the battle. We need somebody to come in and prop. Udasiani says it's okay, we can put Nemsadza in there. In the meantime, Ashiashvili, who is a prop, comes in from the bench. So back at full strength. We're not going to have the unfortunate spectacle of uncontested scrums, and for the first time in that situation, Georgia just start to panic. Sudden realisation that they're very, very close to sealing this game.
No pushing.
Well, he pops it in straight. Well, they had quick ball there. Kosovaj, Travagli, ball dropped again, this time by Michele Sepe. Bit more time for Malagradza this time.
Yuri, change.
So Georgia, those 2 tries, it looks so that might be it now. One right at the start of the first half, one right at the end. They're leading by 18 points to 3. They're not certain they've totally given up yet on scoring another try. If they get within range, they'll give it a go, but at the moment, Italy need to pull something out. Getting a bit loose. Far side, Orlando having a go. More attention required. Medics on the field once more. Ball released there and down. There's Chikavadze. Better stern stuff. Up on his feet, drink of water, splash on the head. He's okay, just checking for that bang on the head. Watch. It's not looking too good, is it? Okay, they say, come on, let's go. Irakli Chikavadze, 20 years of age, 8th cap, nasty blow on the bonch. Stretcher comes out for him, refuses that, carries on playing. Oh, no, he doesn't. Off he goes. So just when we thought we might be able to snatch something out of this later stage of this game, Georgia down to 14 for the moment. Attacking Italy through Scarbi, the centre. Down goes Michele Seppi. Travagli drops it, knocks it forwards. You learn all this from Italian football. Orlando having a word with the touch judge. So no surprise there, because he's been the busiest of them all, I think, of the Italian backs, suffering from a bit of cramp. Oh dear, suddenly it's all gone wrong. Meligrazza, so secure, certainly in the first half and through the first half of this half, so secure at the back, and suddenly he started missing them and dropping them. Bossavai. Galante couldn't make a lot of progress. This is the way, got a man over. Completely misses Sepe, and away they go. Georgia got a long chase after this. Koleshvili with the Barnet, makes it his, and on go Georgia, and they should be in this time, and they are. Sikiauri. "19 years old, plays for the Locomotive Club, steamed his way in, and Sikiauri, third try of the evening for Georgia." Well, didn't they enjoy that? And once again, it came from a spell of Italian pressure. That was good work there by Koleshvili to secure the ball, popped it up nicely. And Sikiauri, the teenager, in for the try. Oh, and Georgia obviously in with the chance of beating Italia A. They did it last year, and they were certainly in with had the opportunities here, but perhaps nobody expected to be the runaway victory which it's turned into now with that try, because that's pushed it up to 23-3. The captain having a go at that. Uchava, the old man. 25 points to 3. Whoever would have thought it? How long we got to go? About 2 minutes. Italy well beaten, and still the mistakes come. Cavalieri insisting that, well, maybe it would have gone all the way, but Georgia won it back. 3 tries against Italy A. Be well satisfied with this. They're coming off the European Nations victory where they pipped Russia to the title, where they had 6 successive victories. Of course, they've lost subsequently to emerging Springboks here, which has broken their run. But now they're setting off on another one. Very encouraging victory indeed. Very much forward-based. We're continually told that Italy are improving, but I don't think they're improving as fast as Georgia are. And this sort of the one there, another mistake there by Italy. The frustration really starting to tell. So another scrum down, and Georgia say, yeah, let's get in there. Got some real heavyweights playing professionally for the most part. They're being well coached. Strength in depth, and they could worry a few more teams as well. Back to full health. Malagradze taken there by Scarby. Into touch, says touch judge this side, and the referee says okay, seen enough, and so too as the timekeeping official. And that's a big win for Georgia. 25 points to 3 over Italy A. And the significance of it is that for the time being, it may only be very briefly indeed, they are top of the table in this IRB Nations Cup. 25 points to 3, Georgia win this game with 3 very good tries. Was obviously forward-based, but what a good job they did of pushing Italy around the field. Whatever Italy offered, it all seemed to come to grief, mainly through their own mistakes. 25-3, the win for Georgia.